So now that we've learned how to upload and call some of the pieces, we're going to look at creating a pie graph. Okay. So to create the pie graph, what we're going to do is we're going to type in pie. And if I just type in data and type pie, let's see what happens. What we're going to say is the X values must be positive. So the pie is, if we just go back to typing pie, we write it, it's looking for something and one variable, okay? And it's saying it must be positive, and it's looking for values, not names. So when we're plotting the data, it doesn't know what our numeric values are versus what our labels are. It just sees the data frame. So we need to tell it which one are the numbers and which one are the colors. So here it wants the numbers. X is the value for the numbers. So we're going to tell it that data number is what we're going to be plotting. So now if we do this, we're now going to print it, and it's just giving us these numbers. But now it's saying 1, 2, 3 because it doesn't know what to label it. So we need to tell it what the labels are. So here, this is the numeric data. Okay. Next, we want the names for that numeric data. So we're going to give the names, which is the name of the objects. And we're going to say that this is going to be the color. So this tells us what the names are. Okay. And now if I run it, oh, in Pi, it's labels. So I need to label it. And now we can see it's red, green, and blue. Now this pie chart isn't all that corresponding to each data piece of data. Now, if you can see this pie chart, there's a few things missing. First, the colors don't match up with the colors that we'd like. And with the pie chart, whenever you make a pie chart, the colors that it uses are going to be the same colors in the same orders unless you specify different colors. And because we're plotting colors, in this case, it makes sense to name different colors. So we're going to give that the colors, and to name the colors, we're actually going to use the colors that we have. This is defining color of each wedge in the pie chart. Okay. So now if we do it, we can see that our colors change. And the last thing that we have is we'd like some sort of title. So to create a title, we're going to type main. And here we're going to use quotes to give it a title. And the title that we're going to use is pie chart for the proportion of each colored marble in the bag. Now, if we run it, we can see that it'll create this pie chart. Now, how do we save this pie chart? Now, while there is a way to save this plot by writing a command, what you can also do is if you right-click or command-click, if you're on Apple, you can save image as. And if you save image as, you can then go to wherever your file folders are And what I would do is I would save it in the exact same location that you have your test files and data, and you can change the name to the specific name you would like. So pie chart, pie underscore chart dot PNG. So now we have created the pie chart. Now, let's say for some reason, instead of wanting the colors to be red, blue, and green, which are the colors that we had another list of colors that we want. And we would like our colors to have a specific set of colors. Well, what we can do is we can actually label these colors by creating what is called an array of color entries. And to create an array, what we do is we write C open bracket, closed bracket. And we want to store this array into colors. And we're going to say that it's yellow, black, and orange. And then we're going to change this to be our colors vector. And we can see that the colors change to yellow, black, and orange. So if you don't have a defined data set for your colors, you can define an array of colors and store it in a piece of data frame for colors, and then use those colors to define the colors of your pie chart. Now we're going to change these colors back to, and if we go to our data, we want the order to be red, blue, and green. So we're going to change it to red, blue, green, and we're back to the pie chart that we had before.